Thank you very much, Dr. Kung. It is an honor for me to give a lecture here in Kante, where I learn and study here. I would like to give a short presentation about mechanical thrombectomy in Indonesia for acute ischemic stroke. As we know that stroke is a big problem in the world and also in our country in Indonesia. This is the data regarding our country. We have almost 300 million population and separated in almost 18,000 islands. And regarding stroke or cerebrovascular disease, stroke is one of the most common disease according to the data of National Insurance. This is number 3 among other diseases in our country. And this is the impact of stroke. In the world and also in our country, the prevalence of stroke tends to increase per years, and also it causes the major cause of death and disability, and the economic cost of stroke is huge if we compare to the national data. We lost more than trillions because of this disease. And one of the reasons why this problem is becoming more severe, because we tend to late to overcome the problem. The key of acute ischemic stroke treatment is we have to recognize as soon as possible, but this is the problem that we face until now. As we know that in acute ischemic stroke, there are 5 main treatment according to the evidence-based medicine, from intravenous thrombolysis to stroke unit care. But one of the most important thing is the thrombectomy, especially in the case of large vessel occlusion. And as we know from other speakers today, thrombectomy becoming the mainstay of treatment in large vessel occlusion due to or based on several trials. In 2014, 2015, the 5 trials proved that thrombectomy is beneficial in large vessel occlusion. And then the last 2 trials, the FUSE 3 and also DAWN trial, extend the timing of thrombectomy from 6 hours to 24 hours. And those data from the study is accommodated by the new guidelines, including the American Heart and American Stroke Association guideline, and also the guideline from the European Stroke Organization. And how about mechanical thrombectomy in my country? Actually, mechanical thrombectomy becoming one of the mainstay of treatment for large vessel occlusion according to our national guideline on stroke management published in 2019, especially in the case of acute ischemic stroke with large vessel occlusion before 6 hours of last known well. But it can be extended to 16 or 24 hours if appropriate with the criteria of the FUSE 3 and also DAWN trial. And this is the challenge of stroke treatment in Southeast Asia and also in our country, Indonesia. According to the latest data, it is known that 75 million people, or around 12% of Southeast Asian population, cannot access mechanical thrombectomy due to the facility and also due to the human resource who are capable to perform mechanical thrombectomy. And the number of mechanical thrombectomy, according to the data 6 years ago in our country, is very, very little. And this problem can be caused by the distribution of CT brain, cath labs, and also MRI brain is uneven in every island of Indonesia. And then also the number of stroke hospitals who are ready to perform thrombectomy still limited. And the other problem is the human resource problem, the number of stroke professionals causing delayed treatment, and also the payment issue from the government insurance. Currently, my colleagues state that only 9 centers who are well known as comprehensive stroke center in Indonesia, and only 19 hospitals from more than 700 government hospitals who can perform thrombectomy because they have facilities and also have the human resource who can perform the thrombectomy. Our Ministry of Health try to resolve this problem by launching a program to overcome the cardiovascular disease, including stroke. And one of the strategy is make the stratification of hospital due to the stroke service. And according to the stratification level, it can be divided into 3, mid-level, major, and comprehensive. And all those 3 level of hospital, stroke hospital, must doing the thrombectomy. So it means that in the near future, the government, the Ministry of Health will increase the number of cath labs and also the number of neurointervention who can perform the thrombectomy. And this is the plan for mechanical thrombectomy in Indonesia. Actually, we are collaborating with other center and also with Society of Vascular and Neurointerventional Neurology in MT 2020. And this is our team. This team are mostly neurointerventionists from throughout Indonesia, from Jakarta, from Surabaya, and this is from West Nusa Tenggara, from Lombok. And we are planning to overcome the stroke problem, especially increase the number of neurointerventionists who can perform thrombectomy in Indonesia. And regarding my hospital, I work in the Cipto Mangunkusumo Hospital. This is the Ministry of Health Hospital who have around 900 beds, and we have 4 cath labs. And we have performed thrombectomy since 2017, since 6 years ago. I try to show you several cases of thrombectomy which we have performed. The first one is a male, 55 years old, with right side weakness and also speech difficulty. And from neurological exam, found aphasia, left gaze deviation of the eye, and hemiplegia. With initial NIHSS 20, and then the onset last known well is 3 hours. And then this patient performed brain MRI and also MRA immediately. This is what we can find, yeah, occlusion of the MCA, left side, M1. And then because the patient still in the onset of thrombolysis, we perform IV thrombolysis first, and then we move the patient to the cath lab after thrombolysis. And we prepare all the devices needed to do the thrombectomy. And this is the DSA before thrombectomy. We confirm that there was occlusion of MCA, left side at M1, and then we perform stent retriever. We put the stent retriever and perform mechanical thrombectomy, and this is the result, TC3, and this is the clot that we found at that time. And the patient discharged at day 7 of the hospitalization with MRS2, and 3 months after the follow-up, he has the improvement with modified Rankin scale 1. And the other one is the case of thrombectomy beyond 6 hours. This case is a female, 60 years old with loss of consciousness and right side weakness, admitted to the emergency 8 hours after the onset, after last known well. So this is beyond the time of IV thrombolysis. And this is the neurological exam we found with NIHSS initially 17, and then we activated cord stroke. In this case, we perform CT-based examination. We perform CT and then CTA and also CT perfusion. And then this is the result of brain CT, and this is CTA. We found LVO at the left side of the MCA. And then this is the CT perfusion. According to the DEFUSE 3 trial, we still can perform the thrombectomy because the mismatch ratio between penumbra and core is still more than 1.8. So we perform the thrombectomy to this case. This is the initial DSA, this is the DSA after we did the recanalization, and this is the thrombus we found at that time. Groin puncture from last known well is 10 hours, and then recanalization time quite fast, 10 hours 45 minutes. and the patient discharged at day 12 with NSSS 10 and modified Rankin scale 3. Just last week, we did the follow-up examination to the patient, and the patient improved with NIS score 7 and MRS 2. It means that the patient can do the activity, daily living independently. And aside from doing treatment, we also try to do some little research. This is one of the research we have published. We try to analyze the cause of the symptomatic intracranial hemorrhage in our mechanical thrombectomy patient, because around maybe more than 30% we found the symptomatic ICS in our patient. And this is one of the several factors contributed to the symptomatic ICS, including the uncontrolled hypertension before thrombectomy, and then ICA occlusion, and also the thrombolysis before thrombectomy. I think this data suggests that we have to be very careful when we perform thrombectomy after thrombolysis. As the conclusion, I concluded that as in other part of Southeast Asia, stroke is still one of the main problem, and the evidence-based management, including mechanical thrombectomy, and it is the best management for large vessel occlusion and can be performed within 24 hours with certain criteria according to the FUSE 3 and also DAWN trial. And we have several thrombectomy challenges in Indonesia, but I think Indonesia, especially some centers, including my centers in Indonesia, are all ready to collaborate to overcome stroke problem, not only in Indonesia, but also in this region. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Muhammad Kurniawan.